you see me, and I can't. I'd have to buy a wig if I wanted to do that. But you guys, man, and you know this, and everybody knows it. Back in the 80s and 90s, you guys were the original influencers. Now everybody wants to be an Instagram influencer and a Twitter influencer. You guys were influencers, man.
No, well, I appreciate that, Tony. But real quick, let me tell you about the time that you were talking about when we met. Right? I'm not gonna lie. I thought that you were what's my man?
Heisenberg?
I thought you was like Tony Pantoliano, Joey Pants. I thought you was Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
From The Sopranos.
Yes. I thought you were going to say Heisenberg. So then you asked the guy next to you who I was, and then he knew who I was.
Nah, I'm just playing with you. I knew who you was because I'm a big sports nut. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, you know what? It was a different mentality back in those days. And I get it, and I like how the young influencers of today, they step to that real quickly. Like that's part of the deal. But the weird thing about when we were doing our thing back in the days is we put it out there like, don't do what we do. Like, don't dress like we dress. Don't rock your hair like I rock my hair. Don't dance like we dance. Like we were like New York knuckleheads, and we were like, don't make sure you don't do what we're doing, because we thought we're the cool kids, and then everybody, that's when people want to do it. So you're right. It's kind of a different mentality. Back then we were like, please don't look like them.
Kind of like when your parents tell you not to do something.
Yes.
That makes you want to do it more. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for you guys, there would be no Armand Gillian. There wouldn't be any high-top fades in the NBA, man.
You know what? Look, don't give me all the credit for that, because some of them high-top fades was not up to par, okay? That's all I got to say. All right? Tony, one day, let's do some online, and we can throw some pictures, and I'll judge all of them. I'll be like, okay, Kenny Walker, good. Armand Gilliam, not so much.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to judge every high top on its own merit.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Now, of course,
and like Tony has a no top.
I have a no top.
But it's perfect.
I could rock that. If I can get one of those wigs, man, I could go out and rock that.
But you preferred topless anyway.
No.
Oh, I love it topless.
No.
Yeah, I love it, the lean clean. I saw you posted the video. One of the things I want to tell everybody, Chris, on Instagram, your Instagram is
Kid from KidNPlay.
Kid from KidNPlay on Instagram. And what you've been doing the last month or so during this pandemic is great stuff. And that's why I said we got to get him on. Because, people are looking for entertainment. We have fun on the radio here.
Yeah.
And people are like, okay, I don't want to hear about the pandemic anymore. We know what's going on. We're going to be safe. We're going to make sure we get through this. And then you're on there doing some great stuff. And people are loving what you're putting on there. You put the video of you and Michael Jordan back in the day, because all the ballers in the NBA were huge KidNPlay fans. And they're hanging out with you. And you're the one who helped them get that Nike deal, I believe, is what you said in one of your posts.
No, you know what? I probably did say that, but I was probably smoking.
Well, it's 4:20. We brought you on at 4:20 for a reason.
Look,
coincidence?
Look. This is the term is called get a weed mulligan. Okay, like he was like, I take that back. No, but you know what? I think. Particularly, Tony, what's going on with the Jordan documentary right now.
Yep.
I mean, it look, and I know the people that are part of that. The Mandalay people and stuff. I do a lot of voiceover work with them on the NFL Network and on the TV Undrafted and all those other shows. And you know this, they sped it up because we didn't have anything to watch, and they were trying to wait until. You know what I mean? They were trying to wait till after basketball, till after the finals. But obviously, time and purpose didn't show up for that. But yeah, I think what's going on right now is that we're loving The Last Dance. We're loving to think about movies like House Party and Friday and all, stuff like that kind of makes us feel comfortable, and when we felt safe and when we weren't locked in the house and stuff like that. So, particularly in the 30th anniversary of House Party, which is this year, it coinciding, and I just wish that I could, kind of be more in contact with the fans, like we typically are. Like, me and you was there in Miami at that Lee Steinberg party as usual.
Yep.
And everybody was there, and everybody was up on each other, and and we had no idea what was just around the corner. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting on the same couch. Vince Papale and I were making out on the same couch. You were sitting right there. I mean, everybody was hugging and kissing and stuff. I mean, we didn't know anything. And then Robin and I came back to Philly and went to New York another week, 2 weeks after that. So we were in New York during the pandemic and had no clue.
And then when you get time to figure it out, and you just like, wow, did we get lucky or what? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were in Miami. You were in Miami Super Bowl week. Everybody's litty, hugging on everybody, and you know what I mean? But just we had no clue. So, it's good that we're back. But, to your point, I think, it's about kind of just gravitating towards, better times and more happier times. And so, that's what we're going to do. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, though,
but
only a couple of days prior to the...
I almost blocked. Yo, look at the footage. I got up there. I didn't block them. But,
You're talking about the video that you posted on your Instagram with you and Michael Jordan at a party.
Right.
And you're right. You didn't get
No.
you had let him give his space, but you wanted to make sure you got in there.
No, but look, I'll tell you what it was. Back in the days, this is one of the first home VHSs. It was called Michael Jordan's Playground. And KidNPlay and Full Force and all the artists were involved in it. And, telling a little story about how Michael came up and, they disrespected him. He wasn't he didn't get picked for his high school team off the bat, blah, blah, blah. But at that point, we all did this thing together, and at the end, everybody wanted to play Michael one-on-one. So we all played him one-on-one, 20, 25 of us. And you figure, he's just going to take it easy on us. No. He tried to buzz our ass every last one. And so he would play us till 3, first one to 3. And, he beat me the first 2. And so, I'm trying to D up on him. And he coming at me, and he keep getting lower and lower and lower, closer to the basket. I'm like, what is he getting ready to do? What is he doing? And then he jumped 2 hands, and I jumped. And then he keeps jumping. He's in the air, and he keeps jumping. And I'm going lower. And then bang, get banged on. But, you know how it is. That's like...
No, I never played Michael Jordan one-on-one, so I don't know how it is. I would have had multiple broken ankles probably.
But you know what? I mean, it was that was exactly that kind of time period. You know what I mean? That coincides with this Last Dance. And I know you guys have probably been, discussing it a lot because there's not a whole lot of other sports to discuss. But those are the times, we were all there. Those certain entertainers, those certain rappers, those certain other athletes and whatnot. And it was a wonderful time. It was a great time. And I think this documentary kind of brings it back to, man, do you remember how bad this dude was? Like, man, this was a bad dude, man. And we kicked it a lot back then. When we were, MJ, he'll tell you, he liked hip hop. He wasn't no rap fan, but he liked KidNPlay.
Now, did you
know what I mean?
Did you get to spend
he
any?
Liked KidNPlay. He liked KidNPlay and Anita Baker.
Now I got my man Harry here. He's not a big hip hop and art.
Who's this Harry?
Harry's a guy. He's just a guy who likes to play golf, and he's not a hip hop and R&B guy. And he's just too white, man. He's too white for the show.
Where's Harry from? Harry, where you from? Harry?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
What?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
All right, what are we doing?
No, I wanted to know, since you hung with Michael Jordan, did you ever hang out with Dennis Rodman that you can talk about?
Oh, yeah. No. I've hung out with Dennis Rodman, like, separately from that. Like, I've been living in Los Angeles, like, the last 20 years. So, yeah, we would run across Dennis all the time. And Dennis would throw parties at his house in Newport. We would go there. Dennis always showed us love. He always showed me love. But you always knew it was a wild scene. And Dennis was one of them dudes, like, he's going to make you drink what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's 6'9", and you know what I mean.
He can handle it.
You know me. I'm 5'11", claiming 6 feet, and so you know what I mean. So now you know what I like how to this point how they've been portraying a lot of the protagonists in the documentary, because having been there for a lot of it, it's pretty accurate. You know, Dennis was wild. Scotty was Scotty. You know, MJ. You know, when you hang with MJ, it was like hanging with the president. Like nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares about you. Just hurry up and get in the SUV.
Sort of like when I walk into a room. I mean, that's what usually happens. I walk into a room, everything stops.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when I hang with Tony. When I hang with Tony, they're like, come on. Keep up. Tony's got to get the Hooters. Let's go.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you this, because the last time I saw you, you're doing stand-up. I mean, you do everything. Voiceovers, acting, movies, songs, and stand-up comedy.
I got to, man. What is going on? I got to do everything.
Now, let me ask you about this, because I read something on the internet today, so it must be true, that the classic movie we were talking about, obviously, your first big hit, House Party. There's been 4 sequels. You guys were in 3 of them. Are they going to do another reboot with LeBron James involved and the guy who directed Old Town Road, Cal Manek, doing another reboot of the classic House Party?
Yeah. That's what. And this was from last year. We got this word last year that LeBron had acquired the right to do House Party and had gotten involved with a lot of the writers and producers from the TV show Atlanta, you know, the Childish Gambino show.
Yeah.
That everybody loves. And then I was just like, yo, I'm cool with that. And you know, who knows what this pandemic has done to that process. But I remember at the time saying it, and I say to this day, you know, even coming out of this, I have no doubt that LeBron is going to do right by the franchise, so to speak. You know what I mean? It don't really got nothing to do with me, because you know what I mean. Like, KidNPlay will always be associated with House Party in a positive way, and I honestly, to be honest, you know, we feel humbled that LeBron. I mean, you know what I mean. Now we talking about, you know, I'm damn near 20 years older than LeBron, but he had the respect and that wanted to come aboard and, you know, take the franchise to a new level or bring it to a new audience. So we'll see what happens with that in the future. But I'm telling you, if LeBron is involved, I'm not worried about it.
Now, are you and Chris Martin play? Are you going to be in the movie, or are they going to use new people and like blow you guys off?
What? Look, I mean, you know what? I don't like to reveal. You know, as close as I am from, you know, I don't know if it's right to reveal what's going on. You know, there will be spaceships. There will be no. You know what? I have no. You know what I mean? I have no idea. You know what I mean? So whatever level they would, you know, they would welcome our involvement, or you know, any of the House Party originals. You know, that's fine. But like I said, either way, like it don't. You know what I mean? They're gonna do it right either way. You know what I mean? None of us could be in it, and they'll do it right.
Well, you saw it. I saw LeBron has the hat out now for the Spaceballs new movie that's coming out.
Yeah, exactly. So he knows how to promote. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron's doing more reboots than Sylvester Stallone, who's going to reboot.
Right.
He's going to reboot the Demolition Man.
Look, once again, wait, it goes back. Yeah, but it goes back to what we were saying. Particularly in these times, people go back to the joints they like. Mm-hmm. They go back to the they go back to the house parties.
It's like comfort food.
Yep.
Not what you said, Spaceballs or Space Jam. You said Spaceballs.
I said Space Jam. Did I say Space? I was watching that in the middle of the night last night. It was on again. Another classic.
I thought you said Spaceballs.
No, I said Space Jam. I may have said Spaceballs because I've been drinking.
We were talking about it an hour ago.
Yeah, exactly. No, Space Jam, the reboot of Space Jam with LeBron.
Right.
LeBron's producing everything, man. By next week, LeBron will be producing this show. I mean, he's taking over the world, man.
I don't know. He's trying to just do hits. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this. So, you know what? This is the thing. Isn't it it's weird, Tony. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Like, we were just kicking it. And, you know, I don't know about you. I'm sure you were there the whole week. I was there the whole week. And it was sick, and people were on each other. And to see us where we're at right now is like bugs.
Robin and I were there for 10 days, man. 10 days in Miami. And it wasn't long enough, man. It wasn't long enough.
No. Oh, my God. No.
Then you went back to California. You can't even go on the beach. It's an outrage, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, I can't go to the beach. The white people are really, really upset out here.
Hey, listen, if I still lived in Venice, I'd be pissed off too, man.
Look, people trying to get out the house, okay? The white people in northern Florida, they trying to get out.
Harry Mays is a white guy. Nobody's been chomping at the bit to play golf more than Harry.
That's right.
They opened up the golf courses on Saturday. He's been out there like 20 hours a day every single day since then, man.
He wanna get out there so bad he woke up the rooster, right?
He woke up the rooster. That's right.
Right.
They were still mowing the grass.
And the white people out here in Southern California, they want their beaches back. They were like,
wait a minute, the brothers like the beach too. Come on, man. It's not like the brothers don't go on the beach.
No, not like that. No, the brothers like spark. We like we need that beach. The white folks is different. The white folks is beach better have my money.
Beach better have my money. I hate those white people. That's why I don't associate them with.
I don't like the beach.
I don't like white people. I do like the beach, but I don't have to go to the beach.
No, I don't like the beach.
I don't like white people. I know that, learning that from hanging around.
I don't like sand.
What is that? Oh, stop it. Look, everything is topsy-turvy. It's damn near 90 degrees here in L.A., and, you know, we can't really go outside. So, you know, we're trying to figure it out, you know what I mean? And I think one of the things that does it is, you know, why this documentary is right on time, why House Party 30 years later is still cracking, while all these, you know, these are things we're trying to hold on to and bond with, and you know, and trying to get to the next thing, because we don't know what's next. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we was in Miami in late January. We didn't know the world was going to be like this, like 3 months later.
I know. If I did, I would have partied even harder, man. Shit.
Exactly, right? I would have grabbed that stripper. I would have went to the ATM.
Wait a minute, I gotta play this right now, man.
You do that serious
could you be quiet for a minute, all right? Wiz, turn it down.
Wait a minute now. Be quiet for a minute.
Shut up. Wiz, chill. Yo, Play got something to say.
All right, y'all. Let's get
Can you hear what I'm playing behind you, man?
Yeah, I wrote that song. Wait. And they came out today. Look it up.
What happened today?
That song came out today, May 5th, 1990.
Wow.
No.
30 years ago today?
Wow.
You don't even know. Look at that.
What a coincidence.
How about
Man.
that? You want to talk about the worlds colliding, the moon in Jupiter in retrograde, or whoever's in retrograde.
Wow.
That was 1990, May 5th.
May 5th, 1990.
Wow.
Our album Funhouse came out. And that was the first thing.
See, now you would have thought that you had that planned. You.
No, I didn't plan that.
Yeah.
I knew it came out then. I didn't know it was on May 5th, and it's Cinco de Mayo, and we haven't even started drinking tequila yet, man.
Exactly. We had to get. I wanted to get those facts out of the way.
It's time to Kid and Blaze right now. Anyway,
Kid and
bro.
Blaze now.
I heard that.
He got the jump start on us.
I'm playing the song Funhouse in the background. I said, do you recognize that? I wrote that song.
Yeah, right. I wrote that song, and it came out today, 30 years ago.
Wow.
How about it?
Chris, we really hope that we're going to see you in Tampa. Hopefully, everything will be straightened out by then, because everybody's counting on it being down there again this year.
Look, you know what? You know what? If we believe it, we can achieve it. You know what I mean? We never know what's gonna happen on the next day, but we're gonna approach it that way. All right? Oh yeah. Let's look at it that way. We had a great time last time.
Absolutely.
We have a great time every time we see you. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Tony was out here. Tony used to be out here a lot.
Yeah, I lived there for 11 years, man.
Yeah, I used to catch Tony in L.A. all the time. He's trying to jump on these young girls. I think.
What happens, man? It happens, man. You know.
You know what they say about those young girls.
You know what they say, man. You know what they say.
What do they say?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah. Exactly, man. That's what they say. You know what else they say out there, man?
Is that what
And where the white women at?
That's where the white women at. That's what I always say. I don't really say that. I'm looking for the sisters when I'm out there, man.
Exactly. Yeah, we heard Tony like the chocolate. Wait, hold up. Make sure your boy gets this clear, okay? So you can run this back. You can drop this. We heard Tony like a lot of chocolate.
Oh, who doesn't, man? Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
That is definitely good for a drop.
That's what I'm saying. Get it clear so you can drop it on him when he start lying. Oh, Tony like it like a chocolate.
Well, Robin knows. I mean, Robin's been with me with 11 years, man. You don't think she knows that by now?
As long as it's keto-friendly chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Keto friendly.
Keto-friendly.
It never hurts to assert it when necessary.
Exactly. Chris, man, it's always great catching up with you. A lot of fun. You're doing a great job on Instagram, keeping the people happy.
Kid from KidNPlay.
Exactly right.
Hey, let's talk. Let's talk after the last dance is over. I can tell you how I schooled Jordan. Okay.
All right, man. Chris, thank you so much, brother. Great to talk to you again. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the man himself.